Welcome, everyone. Hope you have had a good week. I'm going to get us off to a good start this weekend. I think I am. I feel like we're going to have a good night tonight with Optic. That is our only break tonight, too, by the way, is Optic. And I know I'm messing around with these boxes. I don't know. They look weird. They look like they're in a weird spot, don't they? Same spot they're always in, but looked weird. Anyhow, we do have a little bit of information to go over before we actually get started ripping tonight. So let's go ahead and get started with that while everybody's filing in. My feedback is automated on eBay. Anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you will instantly get the same in return. And far more importantly, there is a big thank you. Always appreciate you being here, bidding and breaking and chatting with me. Next up is a list of what's coming up in the days ahead. So tomorrow night we'll do a 2020 Leaf autograph baseball jersey and some playoff football. It will be our first break of that, and it's also going to be the start of a new case. It's a big case. It's a 20-box case. So a half a case is 10 boxes. It'll be a pretty healthy little break tomorrow night. Sunday night is an off night. Monday night we will come back with a half case of Leaf autograph football jerseys, which will be the start of a new case. And we will finish up the back half of that case of playoff football that starts on Saturday. We'll complete it on Monday night. Got a lot of stuff going on Tuesday, quite a bit of its memorabilia. We're going to do 3 TriStar Series 10 autograph baseballs, a 2020 Leaf autograph baseball bat, a pair of Leaf autograph multi-sport jerseys. Those are sold first letter of last name, and they're all listed in the football category. Then we're going to open 3 of 2013 black football. That's the last of that I have. And we're going to open an 8-box inner case of playbook football. Also the last I have. The playbook, of course, is this year, 2019. On Wednesday night, it will be another Leaf autograph baseball jersey. We'll open a pair of TriStar Platinum autograph mini helmets, a single box of 2016 black gold football, and another case of Leaf Best of Football. So that is what it looks like in the days ahead. Here's what you need to know about tonight. Just the one break. It's a paid shipping break. That means that everybody's going to have cards shipping to them. Nobody actually is going to get skunked in here, so we don't really need to worry about consolation cards. All the cards do ship in this break, so absolutely everybody's going to have a package. And I think this should be out the door really on Monday, possibly tomorrow if I can't sleep tonight and I stay up late. But more likely it'll go out the door on Monday. And everybody is all paid up tonight, which makes me so happy. We don't have to sidetrack ourselves trying to find homes for orphan teams. So it is a 12-box case break of 2019 Optic football. This is break number 5. This ended tonight on eBay, the same night we're breaking it, Friday night, the 10th of January. You'll see your team names there on the left-hand side. The winning bidder is across from each team on the opposite side. And yeah, so how about that? Since we don't have anything we got to deal with about selling teams, we can just roll right on. Last little piece of information here, you're going to notice, I kind of took it a little too far there originally, but yeah, your background got blurry, and that is intentional. I like to look at the cards up very closely, so my way of doing that requires throwing the camera's focus a little bit, so that's why your background got blurry. Nicholas and Jay Allen, hi guys. Nicholas needs some Steelers. Jay Allen just needs a good Optic break, period. Curtis, Skull Curtis. You need some Vikings, baby. Let's find them. And we have the 83 Mac looking for some Redskins. Jay Allen has got Falcons, Panthers, and Buccaneers in here, he says. And James is here. Hi, James. He said whoever stole the Seahawks from him for, what did he say? $140? That didn't go to $140, did it? Anyway, he says you're crazy. Whoever outbid him on the Seahawks. And Joseph is here. Hi, Joseph. So this is a a product that has a lot of packaging. So it takes us a while to get through the break, primarily because it takes us a while every box to get the cards out of all these packs. So as you can see, we only have 4 cards per pack, but we have a whopping 20 packs per box. So we spend a lot of time opening, not as much time looking at our cards. We are looking for 1 autograph per box. You see that fun little on average down there. That's because Panini sometimes just doesn't give us a hit that we are due. Oh, look at that. That's kind of smashed up inside there. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully our cards are okay in that box. And sometimes they replace one of our hits with a points card. If that happens tonight, any points cards we pull will be given out using random.org at the end of the break. And this is the pack that, see, it's all wrinkly and like crazy looking. Just the kind of cards these are. I don't think it's going to have anything damaged, but I'm going to check out the corners. Yeah, all right. I think we're good. I think we're all right. There is the possibility in here that we will find redemptions. If we do, we will put them face down in our little housekeeping area, and then at the very end of the break, we flip all of those over and go to the Panini website to check them out, find out what, if anything, they're numbered to, and verify the teams and all that fun stuff. It is possible that we could find a downtown insert, 1 or more in here. My experience so far with this product has been that if you get really big hits in it, there's usually, or what I'd call, well, really big or pretty big hits in it. I haven't really been seeing the downtown insert come out, but if we get hits that are not huge autograph hits, then we seem to be finding the downtown insert. And in our last case, we actually found 2 of them, which also happens occasionally. So downtown, it's not a guarantee. We may find it, we may not. Just depends, I think, kind of on what else we do find in here. That's generally the way it goes anyway. Jay Allen says it is a lot of packaging for a few cards. You are not wrong, sir. You are not wrong. We probably add, I would say it adds overall maybe 20 minutes to the break. Could even be a hair more. Just the removal of the cards from the packs. It's insane. So for this first box, we'll go a little slower. We'll talk about what we're seeing in here, what's numbered, what isn't, what the different types of inserts are, and then in subsequent boxes, we'll go a bit faster. So also in the first box, our numbered stuff, we'll turn it over and look at the specific numbers when we get to further boxes, or when we get further into it, future boxes. We won't flip them all over unless they're low numbered, then we will, but the higher numbered stuff we won't because there's loads of it. So of course everybody probably knows that's just a base card right there. We're going to zip through those no matter what box we're in. And this is going to be numbered to 99. Anytime we see them with the red border, you can expect it to be numbered to 99. The first one that we see is for Nicholas and his Pittsburgh Steelers with a Benny Snell Jr. rated rookie prism. And most things that are numbered, FYI, are also going to be prisms. You can probably tell that there from the camera. And this is numbered to 299. There are different shades of blue. This lighter blue, which I kind of generically call Carolina blue, it will be numbered to 299 every time we run across it. This is an example of a base prism. The base prisms are not numbered, but of course they are parallels or inserts, whatever you want to call them, considering that they are prisms. I won't always in future boxes call out, prism specifically on those. I might say base prism, or I might just say, for instance, Kyler Murray or Cardinals. And then if that's, your team, that would be your cue to look up and see what type of insert has gone by for your team. Elite Series, we'll find lots of Elite Series inserts. They typically are not numbered. They typically are not prisms. If something varies, I will flag it for you. And when we see this, I don't know, it's kind of an orange, I guess, color. Each time we find that color, it's going to be numbered to 199. There's also a couple of other colors we haven't seen yet, like this little friendly royal blue, a UK blue, if you will. That color is numbered to 150. So LaShawn McCoy, Kansas City Chiefs on the front of that one. But the important part to know is anytime you see that color blue, expect and know that it will be numbered to 150 on the back. Unless maybe it's signed. Sometimes they'll vary the numbering when they're signed, but we would flip those over anyway. This insert is called Mythical. We'll find several of these. As you can see, it is a prism, but it is not numbered. And that is generally going to be the case as we go along. Tons of those little advertising cards. We've already seen a couple. We're going to see a whole lot more. They're prevalent in this product, in most products that come out this time of year. And it looks like our first autograph hit is going to the Seattle Seahawks with DK Metcalf. It is numbered to 99 with a little prism autograph there, rated rookie for Seattle. So this is an example of a throwback design. There are a few different throwback designs in here. So they're just designs from a prior year. They generally, again, are not numbered. They generally are not prisms. If something changes, I will let you know. If it doesn't, you can expect just to, we'll just keep on trucking right past that in future boxes. This is Taylor Rapp. That is out for the Rams with a base prism. And here's another orange. So once again, our orange are going to be, every time we see them, to 199. At least every time we see them when they are not autographed, they will be to 199. Matt Stafford and the Lions with the base prism. And this little bad boy here will be numbered to 299. Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. And that's it. There's box number 1. All right, so you can expect that to be the way we're going to fly through subsequent boxes, except not flipping them all over. Now there are some colors we have not seen yet. There is a green possibility. Those are numbered to 5 in here, the best I recall. There is also a purple that is numbered to 50. What are our gold numbered to in here? Are they to 10 or 25? I can't think. I think we have a gold, though. I think they're to 10 in here. But, of course, if we were to run across one, I would flip it over simply because it is so low numbered. Trying to think if we've missed any other color variations out of that first box. I think we hit most of them anyway. Oh, look at Jay Allen trolling me. He's calling the royal blue Duke blue. He won't let me call it UK blue, even though I gave him the light blue as Carolina blue. See? I was giving him a nod over there to his Carolinas, and he's going to troll me there and call my UK blue Duke blue. Ooh, I don't know about that, Jay Allen. I don't know about that now. I think Duke moved up to number 1 in the polls this week, didn't they? Again, I mean, I think they were up there before. They got knocked out. Like half the friggin' teams in basketball have been number 1 at some point this year and been knocked out. But I think currently Duke just rolled back up to number 1, I believe. Of course, lots of baseball action today. Everybody signing deals with their arbitration-eligible players, trying to get it done without having to go to arbitration tomorrow. So, lots of big baseball deals signed today. Probably the biggest one I saw, Mookie Betts, 1 year, $27 million. Right? Like, $27 million. To play baseball for 1 year. I'm on board. I'll do that. My Cincinnati Reds managed to get settled with everybody, including Trevor Bauer, which I wasn't sure would happen, because, he had some nasty little arbitration battles up there in Cleveland. But we signed him for, I don't know, 17-point-something million for, again, 1 year. But, yeah, it's crazy. David says both Jay Allen and I are wrong, that is definitely Kansas blue. It is not UK blue nor Is it Duke blue? It is Kansas Jayhawks blue, he says. Well, all right. Well, maybe we'll just stick to calling it royal blue then. How about that? So this is numbered to 199, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And, wait a minute. Yep, I knew I felt something hanging out back there. Here it is. Our royal blue is numbered to 150. That's Brian Burns for the Carolina Panthers. Phillip Rivers, Chargers. More advertising cards. Numbered to 299. That's Johnson for the Lions. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Winston. Green Bay Packers, Darnell Savage Jr. So did you guys, I guess, see that they are supposed to get in Green Bay like some massive amount of snow ahead of the game tomorrow? So they've already put out their call to get people to come and shovel. You know, that's kind of a Lambeau tradition. Local people will come and shovel out the stadium when there's been a big snowstorm come through and there's a game to be played. I think they pay them like $12 an hour or something. They provide the shovels, but you go and do the manual labor. Our hit here is a redemption. It's going to stay face down up there in our housekeeping area until the bitter end, when we will flip it over and find out who's on the other side. N'Keal Harry and the Patriots to 299. And that's Deontay Johnson, rated rookie base prism Steelers. There's the Broncos to 299. To 199, Noah Fant for the Broncos, and that box is finished up. So yeah, they get, I mean, I think they get a pretty good deal on that labor, right? I mean, that seems like a bargain to me. $12 an hour to go shovel out that stadium. Well, at least the seating areas, but I don't know. Charles says that Mookie is going to be worth $300 million next year. Well, you're talking long-term deal, obviously, which he would have been close to that this year if he had signed a 10-year deal. That would have been $280 million. But I think his idea is, or $270 rather. I think his idea is to cash in for this one last year and then see what happens when he hits free agency. But it'll be a big number, that's for sure. Think there's any question about that. Jay Allen said they could beat him every day with a whip for $27 million a year. You know what? I about feel that way myself, man. That is, can you even imagine? Of course, they don't get nearly all of that. They lose a huge chunk to taxes, as we all donate a huge chunk of our money that way. And then they've got to pay their agent, and I'm sure they have an army of other assorted people that get money from them too. But nonetheless, he's definitely taken home a good little chunk of change. Charles said Michigan blue. Is Michigan really that deep a blue, though? Michigan's more of a navy, aren't they? I always thought of Michigan colors being more navy. But maybe, I don't know. Kansas Jayhawks wasn't far off, though. That is it would fit with Jayhawks. I think it's a slightly different shade than Duke has. It's actually a slightly different shade, probably even than UK has, but Kansas, it pretty well does fit with Kansas, I think. Curtis, you said it doesn't look like the Vikings hit in here. I don't remember who all the Vikings have in this break. I mean, who all the options are for the Vikings, but I'm sure there's options for them, but I just don't specifically remember who all they are, Curtis, unfortunately. My memory's bad. Charles, you said in Michigan you're due to get 3 inches of rain tonight. Ooh, not fun. Yeah, that's what's in the forecast for us as well. Rain. It was unseasonably warm here today, probably approaching 60. I believe tomorrow it's supposed to be in the 70s, like the low 70s. So we don't have to worry about the snow, but we're going to get some of the rain. I don't think we're going to get that big nasty storm that some people are getting. I don't think that's going to hit me specifically. We're probably going to get a lot of wind and some rain, but probably not the stormiest. That was to 99 for the Packers with Dexter Williams. But I think they are due to get a bunch of snow up there in Green Bay. Speaking of, that is the Packers to 299, Sternberger. Broncos and Joe Flacco. Bengals to 299. But I don't know, if I lived in Green Bay, I might be inclined to go shovel the place out too, just because it would be, I don't know, kind of fun, I guess. I mean, I wouldn't do it like on the regular, but I might do it a time or two just to say I had done it. Carson Wentz on the throwback design, and of course it came out today that his backup, you know, we saw that he got injured a little bit. Well, obviously, I'm not talking about Carson. I'm talking about the backup. But we saw in the game he got injured a bit after he came in for Carson. Mecole Hardman Jr., rated rookie base autograph, Kansas City Chiefs. Well, it turns out he played almost the entire game with a torn hamstring. Can you even imagine? Odell Beckham Jr. to 150 for the Browns. So honestly, I feel like, I felt pretty good about that guy's performance anyway. It's the 299 Vikings. Because he did have them in a position where they could have potentially won. Chargers, Adderley. But then to know that he played it with a torn hamstring. I mean, you could see he wasn't moving well in the second half of the game. And you knew he was kind of banged up from the first half. But I had no idea it was a torn hamstring until today. Guess he's having surgery on it and everything, so they beat him up pretty good. 49ers to 199. Seahawks base prism, Bobby Wagner. Is there somebody? No, there's not anybody stuck to the back of him. I don't know. For a minute, it felt like there was. Darius Slayton, Giants, rated rookie prism. We haven't seen this insert yet. Power Formulas. It's a base insert. There's no prism factor to it, and it's not numbered, but we will see a handful of those as we go along here this evening. Charles says the Vikings have Smith and Madison in here for their rookie autographs. Okay. Don't they have any veterans in here at all? Nicholas, yes. McCown was their backup quarterback when Carson went out and was hurt. Yes, that's who I was talking about, whose hamstring got all torn up. And Charles, you're right. They didn't have any more quarterbacks on the bench. They do have a guy. What's that kid's name? They have a guy who played quarterback like in college or something that was their kind of emergency go-to. So if it had been that McCown couldn't carry on, they would have to have gone to that guy. Because they had, what's-his-head was inactive for that day. I can't remember that third-string guy's name. I ought to remember it by now, but I can't. But anyway, he was inactive for the day, so yeah. Jay Allen would tear his hamstring for $27 million. Yeah, well, McCown wasn't making $27 million, all right? He's not making anywhere near that. I mean, that guy was out of football when they called him and said, hey, we need you. And whenever that was, like September-ish. So he said, all right, and there he was, but... Hi, Buffalo Jr. You typed in Greg Ward. Is that who you're looking for? Oh, no, you're saying Greg Ward is the guy who would have been the emergency go-to guy. See, it took me a minute. I told you, my mind, it goes, it wanders. Can't keep it all straight. It wanders off on me occasionally. Sudfield. Thank you, Buffalo Jr. Man, I could not think of that guy's name. And he's been around the organization for several years. I don't know why I can't ever retain his name. Yeah, Nate Sudfeld. Yeah, so there you go. Seahawks, 150, Travis Homer. You know, I think the fact that they're going to have a bunch of snow and it's probably going to be really freaking cold, I think plays to Green Bay's advantage a little bit. Because you're already kind of, you got home field advantage anyway, and then you're kind of used to going and playing in super crappy weather, which Joejuan Williams to $2.99, the Patriots. Which, if you're not used to it, might be hard, especially if you're the quarterback. So, I do think it gives Green Bay a slight little bit of an edge. To 99, Khalil Mack and the Bears. This is the Packers and numbered to 299. Oh, Adam Thielen's in here for the Vikings too. All right, well that's good. DK Metcalf Seahawks 199. I think Thielen is questionable though, isn't he, for the game in real life? And that's Montez Sweat, base prism. Who was it? One of the Vikings players got scammed by some press guy. Press guy asked him, was it Kyle Rudolph? I think it was. Asked him after this last playoff game for a pair of his gloves that the guy said was for charity. That's the Vikings, Stephon Diggs. And so Kyle Rudolph says, yeah, I'll even, sign them for you. And he didn't know this media person. It wasn't like a regular local person. Packers, Sternberger. And then turns out whoever requested them from him slapped them up on eBay. So he sees them on eBay. And the guy, whoever put them on eBay, only asked for like $350 or something. Falcons, Julio Jones, $299. So Kyle Rudolph tweeted how disappointing it was that somebody would take advantage of it that way when they were supposed to go to charity. It's Tariq Cohen for the Bears. So the guy who bought it comes up and says, hey, I'll send it to the charity of your choice, even though he paid for them. He didn't ask to get his money back or anything. And so Kyle Rudolph told him what charity to send them to, and then told the guy he'd send him another pair of gloves after this week's game. And it was like a Minnesota Children's Hospital or something. And they ended up getting around $10,000 in donations after that story hit, of people who just read the story and sent them a donation. So worked out all right in the end. Number 225, it is Noah Fant and TJ Hawkinson. So we've got Broncos and Lions sharing that pretty little dual signature. So you know what that means. Yes, indeed. It sets up there in housekeeping as well. And at the end, we'll have to use random.org to figure out which of those two teams gets that. Unless, of course, the same person owns both teams. And then it wouldn't matter. So that little nice dual signature, it's going to set up there in housekeeping until the end of the break as well. Buffalo Jr., you think the Titans will upset the Ravens, but you wouldn't put money on it. I've heard a couple of people leaning that way, which is surprising considering how well the Ravens have played all year. But as we all know, on any given day, anybody can win or anybody can lose. And the Titans have been good on the road. And there's always the possibility that the Ravens could be overconfident. But boy, I don't know. I mean, the Ravens have been so good this year. I would be surprised if it happened. I wouldn't be completely, on the floor, unbelievably shocked, but I certainly would be surprised if that were the outcome. But I don't know. We'll see. Titans have scrapped their way this far, haven't they? So we'll see how it shakes out. Oh, Ryan, do you have both teams? So that's you? You've got the Broncos and the Lions? All right, man. Cool. I like it. Well, congrats on the hit then, Ryan. Very good. Curtis said we should watch the NFL Player of the Year video about Kyle Rudolph because it's awesome. Does he do a lot? I'm assuming he does a lot of charity work and stuff like that. Yeah, Buffalo Jr., I agree with you. I don't really have a rooting interest in there one way or the other. I mean, my Steelers are out, but I do have some of my really good friends are Ravens fans, and their whole family, they're Ravens fans, and so I kind of, and you got to you got to have a little bit of loyalty in that regard, I guess. But also, of course, Lamar came from just up the road, played for Louisville. Sean Alexander, MVP insert for the Seahawks. Those are prisms, but they are not numbered. And so I have wanted him to do well, Lamar. I thought he got a little disrespected in the draft last year, truthfully. Falcons to 299. Well, in 18, that's not last year, but 17. What the heck? What year was he in the draft? 18, right? This is 2020. Yeah, okay. Whew. Yeah, all right. I told you. My brain neutral today. Anyway, I did feel he got a little bit disrespected. And since he played not for my Wildcats, but he did play in the state of Kentucky, yeah, I took it a little personally. Greedy Williams to 99 for the Browns. Ooh, black. Now, we haven't talked about black. Black are nice low number parallels as well. Typically, we've been finding a couple of these a case, occasionally more, but usually one or two. They are numbered to 25. Larry Fitzgerald and the Arizona Cardinals get to take that one home. Oh, Curtis, the Walter Payton Man of the Year video. I got you. I misspoke. I think I knew... Well, in my head, I knew what you were talking about, but I don't think I said that out loud, did I? I said Player of the Year, didn't I? I'm sorry. Devontae Adams, Packers. But yeah, every team, of course, nominates one person for the Walter Payton Man of the Year award, and I did not know it was Kyle Rudolph for the Vikings. Hampton to 199 for the Saints. Titans and Derrick Henry. I mean, that guy just single-handedly wins games these days, doesn't he? Mullen, Raiders. Rams, 299. Bryce Love, Redskins, base prism. Yeah, if they don't figure out a way to stop Derrick Henry, the Ravens will lose. Because, I mean, he is just a wrecking crew. He is a one-man wrecking crew. Mike Evans, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 199. And let's face it, Derrick Henry's always been good, but doesn't he seem more dominant to you this year? He does to me. I think he just somehow hit a whole other level this year. That's how I felt about it anyway. Ty Johnson, numbered to 25, Lions. How about you? Getting a nice low-numbered parallel autograph there for Ty Johnson. Ryan, you have the Bills, the Chargers, and the Browns. Oh, so that isn't your card. So that isn't your card then for the Broncos and the Lions. Okay. I thought it was because you were saying that Same person had both. I just assumed. See, that's what I get for assuming. I assumed that you were that person. All right, well, prematurely congratulated you. Sorry, brother. Oh, I had to have some water. Still got ice in it, too. I don't know if any of you have ever used a Tervis tumbler. The brand name is Tervis, Tervis. Man, I freaking love those things. They keep hot stuff hot, and they keep cold stuff cold, and they can go in the freezer, they can go in the dishwasher, they can do whatever you want them to do, and I love them. And they have a lifetime guarantee. But, I mean, that has had ice in it probably from 3 hours ago. It's still got ice in there. Oh, I love it. It makes me so happy. So happy. Curtis, you said it makes you sick with all the Packers hits. Well, you know, I'm sorry, but it makes the Packers happy, for whoever has the Packers. Jay Allen is clocking out for the night, gonna get a little rest, reminding me he needs the Falcons, the Panthers, and the Buccaneers. All right, my friend, I will do my best. We'll see if we can conjure some up for you. We'll try very hard. Curtis, you hope this is not a prelude to tomorrow's game. Listen, there's been tons of Packers in Optic in general, I think, this year. But that's going to be all the matchups, I think, are pretty good this weekend. I don't think we've got any at least none that I feel strongly are going to go one team or the other. I think every matchup has an equally good chance to go in either direction. And usually I don't feel that way. Usually I feel pretty strongly, at least about one or two of the games, that a particular team is going to win, but not this year. I'm very up in the air about it all. I'm not even sure that the Packers win. I mean, maybe. I do think, as I said a moment ago, I do think the weather probably gives them a little bit of an advantage. And, of course, playing at home definitely gives them an advantage. But I'm not 100% sold that the Packers win tomorrow either. I think that's going to be a pretty hard-fought game as well. Redskins, Kelvin Harmon to 150. Do you all remember the guy who messed up the onside kick? This is to $2.99 for the Cardinals. The guy who, instead of blocking his guy, he suddenly started to go for the kick, and then he went back and tried to block the guy, and at the end of the day, he screwed it all up. He missed his assignment, basically cost the Packers a chance to go to the Super Bowl. Minkah Fitzpatrick to $1.99. Steelers. And then, of course, they let him go after the season. I can't remember the guy's name. Titans, Jeffrey Simmons, base prism. Matt Ryan, Falcons, base prism. Well, anyway, that guy did an interview recently talking about how awful it was after that happened and how depressed he got and how he just, he couldn't get over it and blah, blah, blah. And then people were giving him death threats and all kinds of other stuff. And he said he just wants the Packers to go to the Super Bowl so that he doesn't have to be basically I'm paraphrasing, but so that he doesn't have to be the person that cost him the Super Bowl, and he doesn't want to have to hear about it anymore because it makes him feel so bad. Le'Veon Bell to 50 for the Jets. It's like you can remember that play. I mean, because it could have been recovered by Green Bay, and that guy just got confused. He said in the interview, Jags and Fournette said it was just instinct. He knew what he was supposed to do, but then you see the ball and your instinct just kicks in, and was just going to go try to get the ball, and then realized halfway through, it was what he was supposed to be doing. 2/35, Terry McLaurin, a rated rookie Prism autograph. That one has a little more curvature than some of our others have had. That'll probably be a little more flattened out by the time you get it, just because I'll have it in a top loader, obviously. Still $199 Seahawks. But just FYI, it is more prominent on that one than it has been on our others so far. Nick Bosa for the 49ers base Prism. That is to 299 Vikings. First one of these we've seen tonight. The insert set is called The Champ is Here. They all feature Patriots players. It is a Prism. It is not numbered. I don't know if any of those come numbered, but if they do, we've yet to find one. So if they do, I'm unaware of it. But they could, I guess, in theory. I don't know. All right, we are halfway there. We have opened to 6, and we have 6 more to go. Jay Allen says it's amazing how as we get older, little things make us happy, like me being happy about still having ice in my Tervis tumbler. I do, though. I love those things. And you know, you can get them with all kinds of designs. So my sister lives near Pittsburgh, not in Pittsburgh, but very near it. And so they bring me great Steelers stuff every year for Christmas. And they're actually the ones who got me started on this particular brand of beverage holder. It's a cup, but it can also be a mug. It can be a water bottle. So that's why I said beverage holder. But anyway, they gave me my first 1 or 2. They were Steelers designs. And of course she gave it to me, I guess, primarily because it had Steelers on it. But, man, I fell in love with those things. I love them. We have a whole cabinet full of them. In fact, I'm ashamed to say we have so many now that they almost don't even all fit in the cabinet. But I will tell you this, if you've never tried it, you really should. They sell them, of course, on their website, but they also have them in a lot of places like Bed Bath & Beyond and a lot of other retail places, like even my grocery store has them. And they have all the, NFL teams and Major League Baseball teams, and they have collegiate teams. We've got a whole bunch of UK ones and Steelers ones and Cincinnati Reds and all that kind of stuff. So Curtis says the Vikings hits are not flowing for him in this break. So he's going to watch this box and then go to sleep unless something big happens, because he's got a big day tomorrow. He needs to get his rest too. All right, my friend. Let's see. We'll see if we can conjure up anything that makes it worth staying up for. And if not, I totally get it. It's a long break just because of all the stuff that has to come out of the wrappers. We spend so much time extracting our cards in this product. Number 225, Patriots, with your rookie quarterback, Jarrett Stidham. So, New England making an appearance. Jimmy G for the 49ers. Titans, 299. 150, Bengals. Number 250, there's a Viking. Kirk Cousins. Purple to 50. I know you're thinking more autographs, so I know that price still doesn't really float your boat, does it? But I'm trying, Curtis. Ooh, Jay Allen, you have an outlet store that sells Tervis? Ooh, and you can have custom ones made there. Well, the plot thickens. Haha. Seahawks DK Metcalf. Yeah, I love those things. to 199, the Bengals. An MVP, Pat Mahomes, Kansas City Chiefs insert. To 150, TJ Watt and the Steelers. Little Pittsburgh action. Nicholas said you had the pull of a lifetime last weekend. You got a 19 contenders, Rookie of the Year contenders, Kyler Murray, 1/1 autograph. Oh, Nicholas, nice. Nice, man. See, I didn't know you ever even bought anybody but the Steelers. So that is an incredibly nice hit. Congratulations, Nicholas. You'll do very well with that. So this is Teal Velocity. N'Keal Harry and the Patriots. So this is not numbered, but really the deal is, in every case so far, we have found only one of those per case. So I'm going to at least call it an unofficial case hit. And if we find another one, then, well, that would be the first time. So far, we've only found the one. The Colts and Andrew Luck. And where is our... I think we're going to have maybe another autograph variation type deal in here. We'll find out in a minute. Brian Burns, Panthers. That's how it feels, anyway, to me. And, ooh, somebody's going to be happy here in a hot second. I can also tell you this means we're probably not getting a downtown card out of this case. I was already suspect about getting one after we pulled the dual autograph. Now I think you can safely say we're not going to. Numbered to 25 for the Baltimore Ravens. How would you like to have Lamar Jackson Dynamic? Yeah, you would. That is very sweet. Dynamic do not come out in every case. In fact, they don't come out nearly in every case. But we did have one case recently where I think we had two. It was either 2 or 3, but I think we had 2 in that case. And maybe also another really nice hit in that, whatever case that was in. So maybe we'll even hit another Dynamic tonight, but those don't show up often. And, of course, Lamar Jackson, notoriously light on signatures. He's hard to hit anyway. So, very nice hit for the Ravens. I would be super surprised if we end up pulling a downtown insert, all things considered, after that hit. Oh, wow, Nicholas, that was in a personal box that you bought for yourself? Oh, man, that is some incredible luck right there, brother. You've got it listed on eBay right now. You said, well, I hope you get a small fortune for it. That's fantastic. Congrats on that. Yeah, you guys like the Lamar Jackson, right? Nice. Joseph, is that you? Is that you've got the Ravens tonight? Yeah, you don't have to worry about insuring it. I will, you know, the way insurance works, it's so bizarre, but any of these carriers, Post Office, UPS, FedEx, any of them, they will only insure it for your purchase price. So even if you hit a card, worth 10 grand, they're still only, and you only paid $10 to get in the break, they're still only going to insure it for $10. I know it's super messed up, but that is how all the carriers work. FedEx, UPS, Post Office, all of them. Trust me, I've learned all this over the years. But I will make sure I have a third-party insurance company because I don't like having to deal with, if you've got a claim, I don't like having to wait forever and all that. And with them, I know I never have to wait more than a couple weeks, and it's an easy process. So I can insure your package if you've got the Ravens through that third-party company. You don't need to reimburse me for it. I'll just take care of it. Again, it's only going to be for your purchase price because that's all anybody will insure, but we would at least have that much coverage on it. Curtis, you're out of here. All right, my friend. Well, we will try our best to keep conjuring up some Vikings for you. All right, we're going to keep trying. So Skol to you too, my friend. We will do our best to try to come up with something. The New York Giants, our autograph comes out early in this box. It is numbered to 75. You have Darius Slayton on a rated rookie blue prism parallel to be specific. The 83 Mac needs some Redskins. All right, we've got you the one already, I think, but we'll try to find you some more. Paris Campbell and the Colts. And we've already found our autograph in here, so I guess we're just kind of looking for parallels the rest of the way through. Julio Jones for the Falcons. Melvin Gordon, Chargers. Cowboys to 199. We haven't said Cowboys too often tonight, have we? So if you've got the boys, you've at least know you've got a numbered parallel at the very least. Another mythical, not numbered, Aaron Donald, Rams. And this looks purplish, doesn't it? So I'm thinking this is going to be to 50. Juju Smith-Schuster and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it is, in fact, numbered to 50. The purple and the royal blue look so similar in this product. To 150, Kansas City Chiefs with Kelsey. And keep on trucking here. Numbered to 99. It is Jacksonville, Raquel Armstead for the Jags. Red parallel. Chargers, Adderley. To 299, the Saints. To 299, the Dolphins. That wraps up that box. We are 8 completed, 4 remaining so far. Nicholas, you've got your Kyler listed for our 1,500 or best offer. Yeah, have you had a lot of offers already, or has it just gotten up? Be interested to see what that sells for. Oh, Joseph, you're just in Louisville. Yeah, you'll get it really quickly then, because I mean you're just right up the road from me. So it shouldn't take a day or two to get there. It used to always be we could get in-state mail first class like pretty much the next day, but since they cut back on the distribution centers and changed up a bunch of stuff, it seems like now sometimes it takes a little bit longer. Chris, you said the Cardinals, you've got the Cardinals tonight and Kyler Murray's hiding from you. Yeah, he is, isn't he? Yeah, the 83, I think we hit you a Redskins. I thought we did. Am I crazy, guys? No, we did. Here it is. It was just like box before last. It was the Terry McLaurin. And, of course, we will recap at the end. We'll recap our autographs and any of our numbered cards that are 50 or lower. I don't know why I have him setting up there in housekeeping. I guess I need to set him over here. I just want to set him up separately. I just don't. I just want him to be, off by himself, that Lamar. I don't want him to be mingling with anybody. Like, no, Lamar, you have to stay safe over there. Nicholas, you've had somebody offer you $12.50. That's a solid offer. Yeah, that's a very solid offer for that, I think. Oh, you got a card today from Hong Kong that only took 7 days? That's impressive. It's strange sometimes how it works. I sent something to my sister a couple weeks ago for her birthday, and priority mail from me to her said took 3 days. But yet on the very same day, I mailed a package all the way across the country to California, and it said on it that it only had a 2-day delivery date. Because, you know, when you print them off of eBay, it usually will tell you what the expected delivery date is or whatever if you print the label from eBay or PayPal. So yeah, I was like, what the heck? My sister's like 6 hours away if I were driving, or 7, and it would take me 2 days to drive to California, but whatever. Of course they fly it, but you know what I mean. A black Amari Cooper for the Dallas Cowboys. That is numbered to 25, so the boys are in business now. And that's to 299 Redskins. To 199 the Giants. To 299 Chargers. Tampa Bay Buccaneers with a base prism. Curtis, you said, oh, he says he's logging out. He thinks he's got nothing for his money. Rated rookie Drew Lock, Broncos. Well, I will say this, Curtis. We do still have 3 boxes left to go, so you can never give up until it's all said and done. Plus, we've got a redemption to flip over. But at the same time, I also know it can get frustrating if you're waiting on a hit and you don't get one. So, all right, my friend, log off, go get some sleep. We'll keep trying to work the mojo for you. The Raiders and Conley. Number to 150, Calvin Ridley, Falcons. A mythical Terry Bradshaw, Steelers, not numbered, insert. To 199, the Dolphins. And we haven't seen our hit yet out of this box, have we? I don't think we have. Our autograph hit. Cardinals, Terrell Suggs, or did we see it early on? See, I moved the Terry McLaurin one to show it, and now I can't remember what came out of this box. No, we hadn't. Here it is. It is Rashawn Gary, Green Bay Packers, numbered to 99. So it might be good that Curtis is gone because he thinks that's a bad omen. I see a lot of Packers come out tonight, so it might be better that he's going to catch some Z's and in that case, right? Chris, you got offered $3,750 for your cracked ice, Kyler Murray. Oh, sweet, man. Very, very nice. Very nice. James says not to sell it. Wait for him to go to the Hall of Fame and get like 20,000. Yeah, well, it's like the stock market, guys. You all know what it's like. They can go up and down and frequently bounce around. You just never know what's going to happen. Especially with the young guys, because if they regressed or if they suddenly get hurt or something happens, then all of a sudden you're going, man, I wish I had taken that 3750. And then if they go on to become the next, Tom Brady or something, you're going, man, why did I take that 3750? So it's always such a gamble to know when to sell, that's for sure. You got a card the next day from Canada and you're in Tennessee? Dang. Kyle, did they send it express mail or something? I mean, I've never heard of one coming from Canada in a day. I mean, maybe if you lived right on the border, but not in the South. I am shocked that got there in one day. That is crazy. James, you need a Saints autograph? All right, we'll work the mojo for Nola, too. See if we can make it happen. Isn't Zion about ready to come back? I know they're going to do a lot of load management, limit his time and all that, and et cetera, et cetera. He's been ready to come back for a while, it seems. But shouldn't he be getting back to business here sometime in the next week or so? I just figure you might know that, James, if you're bidding on the Saints. I just see how that works. In my head, I'm going, oh, he likes the Saints. He probably lives in that area. He probably likes the Pelicans, too. And the reality of it is, you may not live anywhere near there. But in the little world I constructed in my head, you do. So there you go. How about that? I don't know. I'll be glad to see that kid get on the court. I want to see what he can do. Well, we know what he can do, and at least how he looked at Duke. I want to see what he can do post-injury, and now that he's going to be playing against a little higher caliber player. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside to 50 for the Eagles. That was the purple parallel. Charles says it's going to be February the 1st before he comes back. Oh, for real? That's longer than I thought it would be. James, you're a Seahawks fan, but you just like Drew Brees. Okay. See, I told you I created my own scenario in my head, and it was wrong. Travis Kelce to 99 for the Kansas City Chiefs. But Charles knew. Charles is good about knowing most of the things I ponder. Charles usually knows the answer to them, so I always like that. Patriots and Sony Michel. The Bengals and Rodney Anderson. And what else have we got? We haven't seen our autograph out of this box yet either. Falcons, Calvin Ridley. More little advertising cards. I always flip those things over to make sure nothing's stuck to the back. To 199 Lions. Because every once in a while, something does get stuck to the back of those things. Like a static-y sort of situation with optic and chrome and similar. Stidham, Patriots with a base prism. Another redemption. So we've got a pair of redemptions up here now in housekeeping. Haha. Broncos to 299 and a 150. Derrick Henry, Tennessee Titans. The champ is here for the Patriots. Devin McCourty happens to be the player featured on that one. Still looking for our autograph, aren't we? No, we aren't. It was the redemption. Duh. MVP insert Tom Brady. Oh, that one is numbered. It's numbered to 10. Hey, hey. Yeah, see, I failed to notice the little gold down the side, but that's why I like to flip over the inserts if we don't see them very frequently, because there you go. We caught one that I would have otherwise probably not seen until I was sorting. So the Patriots got a little Tom Brady to 10. We are embarking upon box number 11 of 12. Joseph, you're asking if I ship through the post office? Yeah. I very seldom would use FedEx or UPS or something. I mean, when we pulled the one card, Shohei's rookie year, you know, that card that ended up being worth like, just shy of $100,000. That one I sent FedEx. That one I shipped it out overnight FedEx because I did not want that floating around in the ether anywhere. But most of the time, I mean, unless you're talking something that's worth up into the tens of thousands of dollars, I'm going to use the post office the vast majority of the time. So we shouldn't have, it should be pretty quick from me to you. James, you need a Russell Wilson autograph. Let's try and find that. Let's do it. Let's find you a Russell Wilson. I think we should. Joseph, you never would have picked that one up. Well, listen, when I came to it in the pack, yeah, I mean, I just set it down immediately. It was in Bowman, and it was a chrome parallel. I don't remember if we hit it out of Bowman and it was the chrome parallel out of regular Bowman, or if we hit it in Bowman chrome. Might have been in Bowman chrome. In fact, I think it was. But anyway, it was a chrome card, and Bowman was the card set. And when I came to it, yeah, I just set it down on the table. I didn't even look at front or back of the card or anything. I just sat it like right where it was when I came to it, and walked off and got a one touch and immediately put it in a one touch. Which, of course, predictably, some people scream about, oh, one touch will scratch the surface of the card and ruin it. You've ruined it. It's forever ruined. Well, FYI, it graded with a perfect 10 surface grade. I mean, they wouldn't make one-touch holders if they were going to ruin cards. But anyway, yeah, it ended up grading out for the guy at a 9.5 in total. The only thing that didn't grade a 10, the only thing was centering. And like we had no control over that. Of course, you have no control how it comes out of a pack, period. But yeah, that was, I mean, so close to that elusive perfect 10. Corners, edges, surface, all 10. Centering, 9.5. It's like, oh, it's so close, man. So close. But anyway. Oh, James said, no, don't pull the Russell Wilson because he didn't buy the Seahawks in here. So now if it comes out, it would make him sad. Paraphrase that a little bit. Deontay Johnson, Steelers. Falcons and Julio Jones. Giants, DeAndre Baker. But I can't wish against that for the Seahawks, though, man. That wouldn't be nice. To $2.99, the Rams. And number 2, straight up 99, we have ourselves Ed Oliver for the Buffalo Bills with a red parallel. What's next? Number 250, Miles Sanders and the Eagles. He started looking really good towards the end of the year, too, actually, Miles Sanders. To $2.99, Seahawks. Oh, cards are trying to stay up there. Oops, that is a base prism, Drew Brees and the Saints. Oh, we did get a downtown. Despite our other good hits, that is the first case where we've had big hits and then also gotten the downtown. So, woohoo! Our last case is a good one, isn't it? Brian Dawkins for the Eagles on our downtown insert. Yay. Surprised to see that tonight, but glad. Happy to see it. To $1.99, the Raiders. Bryce Love, Washington Redskins. That is the red parallel. Has to be numbered. Where did I miss it? Ah, at the bottom. Numbered to 50. For Bryce Love and the Washington Redskins. Blue to 150, Hakeem Butler, Arizona Cardinals. And we have 2 little cards left up there before we'll be on Last Box Mojo. Let's grab these little bad boys who are hanging out up here by themselves. Colts and the Bills. Still got ice. Ah, so happy. All right. I shouldn't chew ice in your ear, sorry. Habit, right? It's just habit. I realized it, though, so then I just swallowed it. Last Box Mojo is upon us. We've already had some pretty nice hits in here, but I see no reason why we can't find another one. So let's work on it. Let's focus our mojo efforts here collectively. See if we can pull some flaming hot hits out of here. Like flaming hot Cheetos, except not. Nicholas has already called it. I just looked over there. He'd already typed in last box mojo. You'd be surprised, though. That works a reasonable amount of the time. Not every time, but a lot of times we will pull a really nice hit out of the last box. So let's hope this is one of those times. What do you guys think is going to happen to Josh Rosen? I mean, what are they going to do with him down there in Miami? Because they're keeping Ryan Fitzpatrick. I'm just almost certain they'll draft Tua unless something super unusual happens and like he doesn't recover well from his surgery, his injury and all that. But in the absence of that, I find it hard to believe that they wouldn't take a flyer on him down there in Miami. And I think they're the first team past the Bengals who would probably do it. The Bengals are going to go Joe Burrow. But what happens to Josh Rosen, do you think, if they draft Tua? They just cut him? And then he'd be on his third team trying to make something happen? I don't know, man. But out of that whole group, out of 2018, he's really, granted, Darnold has had some struggles. Baker obviously regressed a little this year, but I think that was coaching. And Josh Allen's kind of starting to come into his own. Lamar is clearly the best of the group thus far, quarterback-wise. But Rosen is really the only one who just kind of sort of flopped, isn't he? So I'm interested to see what will happen to him. To 299 Patriots. I feel kind of bad for him, really. Falcons with a base prism. And that is a base prism for the Bengals. Especially when the rest of the quarterback draft class does basically start, except for like him. Or the first round ones, not obviously all the quarterbacks that were drafted, but our last out is for the Saints. How about that? Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, numbered to 99. So the Saints do get one before it's all said and done. It is a little bit curved as well, more so than some of the others. We do, of course, have the two redemptions to flip, Chargers and Phillip Rivers. So we'll do that after we look through the rest of our cards here. The Jets to 299 to 199, the Lions. And we have a card yet left to decide using random too. So still some chances for a few teams. Devin McCourty, champ is here, insert Patriots. That's a bookend. And Deebo Samuel, 49ers, Prism rated rookie. Well, look at that. We are going to manage to find a green one. It held out to our very last box. There you go. So we at least had something fun in here. It is going to be numbered to 5. It is for the Miami Dolphins with Christian Wilkins and the green parallel. And not first in the series. It's number 3 of 5. I don't know why I looked at that and thought it said 1 of 5, because I'm blind, I guess. Red, numbered to 99. You have Paris Campbell for Indy. And I see some purple still yet upon us. That is the Bengals. Travion Williams to 1, or no. Why did I lay him down? He's not purple, is he? He's blue to 150. Yeah, sorry, guys. I called him purple. He really wasn't. He was royal blue. My mistake. All right, so that is what we have live. We are going to do a few things here, though. We will recap our hits. We'll recap our cards that are numbered to 49 and lower, and of course, we'll also recap our downtown insert as well. But before we do all of that, or any of that, we have housekeeping to take care of. Our housekeeping tonight consists of 2 redemptions. We're going to flip those over, see who's on the other side, then go to the Panini website and find out what teams they are and what, if anything, they're numbered to. At the completion of that, we'll find a home for this card. We'll check the spreadsheet first. If the same person owns the Broncos that owns the Lions, they'll take the card outright, obviously. If we have 2 different team owners, we would go to random.org. It would be typed in Broncos first, Lions second, because that's how it appears on the card. And I would do random 3 different times. First 2 would not count. Only the third random would be the final deciding random. We do it the same way every time. If it's 9 or fewer, we run it 3 times and the third one counts and the first 2 don't. When we have 10 or more, we run it just once. So I'm telling you all that because we're navigating away from what's here on the table. So I just want you to know kind of what to expect as soon as that happens. But first things first, we have got Deebo Samuel for the 49ers. Rated Rookies Autographs Blue. So that's definitely going to be numbered for the 49ers. We'll find out to what when we get to the Panini website. And our other one is Trayvon Mullen Jr. That's also Rookie Autographs Blue. And he is the Raiders. Isn't he? Yeah. Trayvon Mullen is Raiders. Trayvon Williams is the Bengals, right? Yeah. Okay. So let's wander over here to the Panini website and get that stuff done. Check it out. I anticipated we would find some, so I already had everything set up with the card set. We're going to look up Deebo first. Rated Rookies Autograph Blue is our card set. Rated Rookies Autographs. I shot right past it, didn't I? Yeah, I did. He is card number 167. Deebo Samuel, 49ers, as we expected it to be. You can see there it is going to be numbered 275. So I will add that to our little notation there. Now we're going to go look up Rookies Autographs Blue Trayvon Mullen. Rookies Autographs Blue, our card set. Not rated rookies, just straight up rookies. Card number 119. And there he is, Trayvon Mullen Jr., Raiders as we expected, and numbered 275 as well. So our redemptions are out of the way. Now we're going to deal with our dual autograph card, which, as a reminder, is the Broncos and the Lions. So let's go take a little peek at that. So our Denver Broncos, where's my mouse? There it is. It is Parker Jr. 55. And our Detroit Lions is Parker Jr. 55. There you go. So we do not, in fact, have to worry about going to random on that nice little card either. So how about that? I got off easy tonight, didn't we? All right, let's do some recapping here. We're going to start with our little stack of numbered things. Once again, we're only looking at things that are 1 per case or things that are numbered to 50 and lower. Nothing that's numbered higher is going to be recapped here. So we had a downtown insert, happy to say, despite our other good hits. They gave us one, Brian Dawkins and the Eagles. We had 1 green parallel numbered to 5. That's the Miami Dolphins, Christian Wilkins. We had 1 card numbered to 10. It is this MVP insert for Tom Brady and the Patriots. We have 1 teal velocity that is basically an unofficial case hit. It's not numbered, but it's the only one we hit in the case. N'Keal Harry and the Patriots. To 25, you have Larry Fitzgerald and the Arizona Cardinals. To 25, Jarrett Stidham and the Patriots. To 25, Amari Cooper and the Cowboys. To 50, Le'Veon Bell and the Jets. To 50, Kirk Cousins and the Vikings. To 50, Juju Smith-Schuster for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 250, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, Eagles. And 250, Miles Sanders and the Eagles. All right, so there's our lower numbered stuff. Now we're ready to take a look at our autograph hits. So we had a pair of redemptions. The Raiders, Trayvon Mullen Jr. is going to be numbered to 75. The 49ers, Deebo Samuel, will be to 75. That is a Prism parallel, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, numbered to 99 for the Saints. A red rated rookie Prism parallel, Bryce Love and the Redskins, to 50. The Green Bay Packers rated rookie Prism parallel to 99, Rashawn Gary. Rated rookie Prism parallel, Redskins, Terry McLaurin, to 35. Numbered to 25, a Ty Johnson for the Lions. The Kansas City Chiefs rated rookie, not a Prism, Mecole Hardman Jr. A DK Metcalf rated rookie Prism to 99. And a Darius Slayton blue parallel rated rookie Prism for the Giants to 75. And then our big fellas up here. Same team owner for both the Broncos and the Lions, which is nice. I hate having to split them up in random. I always send somebody home disappointed. This is a sweet little hit. TJ Hawkinson and Noah Fant. And it happens to be numbered to 25. So congrats on that one. And then this fella. Oh, I love this one. Dynamic Lamar Jackson for the Ravens. You've got the signature, the two-color relic, and most importantly, it is numbered to 25 for the Ravens. All right, kids, that is the break for tonight. That's the recap. I'm going to put up the shipping information one more time. We'll also take a look at what's coming up in the days ahead. If you missed either of those things earlier and you want the 411, here it comes. So just this one break tonight. I'm saying I can probably get it out on Monday, assuming that nothing unexpected happens. You know, obviously if something weird happened that I wasn't planning on, it could be a day later. But as it stands right now, it's probably going to be Monday. Very remote possibility it could be tomorrow. Like if I have trouble sleeping and stay up half the night or something, it could possibly be tomorrow. But it's more likely that it would be Monday. All the cards ship in here, so everybody's going to have a package. We don't have to worry about consolation cards in this particular break. Here's what it looks like in the days ahead. So tomorrow night we're going to be opening a 2020 Leaf autograph baseball jerseys. Those have been pretty good to us so far. In fact, our last one was Fernando Tatis Jr. for the Padres. And then we're going to open a half case of playoff football. And this will be our first break of playoff football. So it'll be the start of a new case. And it is it's a 20 box case. So even a half case is 10 boxes. It's a pretty healthy little break there. Sunday will be an off night. Monday night, we're going to open a half case of Leaf autograph football jerseys, start of a new case, and we'll finish up the back half of that case of playoff. On Tuesday night, we're going to open a lot of memorabilia and a couple of other things. 3 autographed TriStar Series 10 autographed baseballs, 1 autographed 2020 Leaf baseball bat, a pair of Leaf autographed multi-sport jerseys with the spot sold by the first letter of the last name and all listed in the football category, a trio of 2013 Panini Black football, and an 8-box inner case of 2019 Playbook football. On Wednesday, it's going to be another 2020 Leaf autograph baseball jersey, a pair of TriStar Platinum autograph mini football helmets, a box of 2016 Black Gold football, and a 10-box case of 2019 Leaf Best of Football. So we don't have new releases next Wednesday, obviously. Just one new release all of next week, and that is Friday night when we will have Revolution Basketball, but it's just not up and running yet on eBay. The auction, I mean. All right, so I guess that has got me covered for tonight. Once again, thank you for joining me. Always appreciate you being here, bidding, breaking, and chatting with me. I hope that you enjoy your weekend. If I don't see you again tomorrow night, hey, come back and see me soon. I like having the company. So take care. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Bye now.